Okay guys, so today's topic as far as party planning goes is deciding on a theme, which ultimately, it's definitely one of the most pivotal decisions that you make in regards to your party. So I have a blog that I've written, and I'm going to include a link below that kind of goes in a little more detail into some of this stuff. But basically I think the first thing that you need to consider when you're planning a party, one, obviously, what is the purpose of the party? Is it a kid's birthday party? Is it a bachelorette party? A bridal shower? A Christmas party? Like, what is it? So that's obviously going to pigeonhole you a little bit. It just is. And then you want to think about your guest list. Just how big is your guest list? What are the age ranges involved? And are there any kind of like dietary restrictions, that sort of thing? And then I think you need to think about the location that you're going to have the party. I think a lot of times you have the party in your house or someone else's house, but obviously, especially when you're talking about kids' parties, there's lots of local parks, theme parks, museums, zoos, that sort of thing, where you can have the party. And sometimes they take care of a lot of the stuff, but like for instance, we had Hannah's first party at our house, but her second birthday we had at a park. So those are two completely different setups because kind of I think when you have it in your own house, it's easier because you don't have to be as organized, but you also have to do a lot more cleaning. Yeah. Alright, so once you have those things in mind, you kind of know kind of how big the party is going to be, where it's going to be, then you can start thinking about theme and what's going to work in the space. Especially when kids' parties are concerned, I think that one of the first options you need to look at is whether or not you're going to have a character-themed party. Dora the Explorer, Yo Gabba Gabba, whatever it may be, is that the direction that you want the party to go in, or the birthday girl or boy wants the party to go in. Now Hannah is young, she's very young, and she also has love for a lot of different characters, so we couldn't really narrow anything down. She would have been super happy with a Team Umizoomi party. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that show, but they have absolutely nothing as far as party supplies go, so I kind of delayed that party until a little older age, if she's still into it. But for her first and second birthday party, we decided not to go a character route, but I know a lot of families have. And one thing that you can do with that, you can either go to the party store and buy everything that has that character on it. In the blog I talk about, I give an example of a Dora the Explorer party, because Dora the Explorer has everything you could need to throw a party with Dora's face on it. Party hats, plates, napkins, cups, party favors, piñatas, balloons, tablecloths, wrapping paper, everything. So you can either go that route. It usually costs a little bit more money, and I think you kind of lose some points in unique factor, but it's a huge time saver, right? And everything matches, and the birthday girl or boy is probably going to love having their favorite character on every single surface at their birthday party. I mean, why wouldn't you? But you can also say, okay, I want a Dora the Explorer theme party, and just be inspired by it. And maybe a few choice things, like maybe balloons, or something that's really going to make an impact, the tablecloth, something like that. And then everything else can just be inspired by the show. You can pull your color scheme from the popular colors in that show. You can plan the activity around something that they usually do on the show. The giveaways, the gift bag can be inspired by something in the show. Like I did the example of the gift bag. You can take a purple gift bag and turn it into Dora's purple backpack. I think that would be really cute. Anyways, so I think you can definitely do a character themed birthday party and make it your own and make it unique and make it not look like Dora threw up all over the party, right? That's totally doable. And either way is fine. But when you decide not to do the character route, I think it gets harder. I think it becomes really hard and kind of overwhelming. So I kind of wanted to talk about like the evolution of Hannah's birthdays. So Hannah's very first birthday party, I knew that I didn't want to do a character theme because she was too young. She wasn't watching TV at that time. And we didn't have any real like symbol that she liked. Like, she wasn't a big fan of Ladybug, she wasn't a big fan of Mickey Mouse, anything like that. So I was just going to do what I usually do with parties and base the theme off a color scheme. So a couple months before her party, I went to Nordstrom Rack and I found this super cute dress. Let me show you. So cute. It's just kind of a simple, I think it's Hannah Anderson, yeah, dress, but it was super colorful, and I thought it would be great for an at-home party that she could run around in and kind of go crazy in. So I looked at it and I was like, this is awesome. It's got plenty of pink and teal and green, which are colors that I'm usually just kind of drawn to with Hannah, but it's also got lots of other colors that she really likes. So I thought, okay, you can take this multicolored dress and you can either pull from it just a super colorful birthday party, or you can go like a rainbow theme. So as soon as I thought that, I thought back to in March for St. Patrick's Day, I usually do a bake club with my girlfriends, and I made this super, super delicious rainbow cake. And I'll include a link on Thursday in the food section. And anyway, I loved this cake. It was the best cake I had ever made, and I thought it would really make a big statement. I think first birthdays are all about kind of the smash cake, and it was definitely gonna be a bigger party. We're gonna have a lot of people there, so I wanted to like put some emphasis on the cake. So I thought a rainbow cake would be great, but let's mix it up a little bit, not stack the layers in rainbow order, and just kind of make it just a colorful, super colorful party. So then the next thing I look at, not necessarily for invitations, because most of the people coming were friends and family that I talk to, or I Facebook or I email all the time, and they know where I live, so I wasn't sending out invitations. I just spread the word via word of mouth, and I did the same thing this year. But I'm looking forward to a year where I can finally do like invitations. Hannah has enough like widespread friends that I can do invitations. That would be cool. But I do like to incorporate a lot of paper at the party. So I wanted to do like a pennant banner that said Happy Birthday Hannah. I wanted to do like a paper thing on her high chair. So the next place I went to was a scrapbook store, trying to find a paper collection, I guess you would call it, that really matched the colors and the feel that I was going for, and I found it. Oh, I don't think I have any of it pulled. So I paired this with matching cardstock, just solid cardstock, nice and heavy, and that's what I made her pennant banner on. And I think there's a picture that I can put in here from her first birthday. And so that was a way that I incorporated a lot of those colors in there. I also incorporated them with the plates and napkins, silverware, that sort of thing, and then also the tablecloths. And I'll get more into that in decor, but I just figured if I base everything kind of off of this and go with multicolored polka dots, but I'm going to focus mainly on the pink, this nice green, and this light tealy blue, then that'll kind of help tie everything together. So it's not like super duper colorful. There are three main colors, but it was just a fun party. Okay, so that's how I did Hannah's first birthday party. Her second birthday party was so much more difficult. And here's kind of the evolution. This is where there was a little more thought process going in. So now Hannah's 2, and she likes a ton of shows. She just likes them. I thought I can go like Yo Gabba Gabba theme. I could go Team Umizoomi. I had for a long time I considered doing an Abby Cadabby / Elmo color, like crayon themed party, because she loves to draw. And I wanted to incorporate things that not only she liked to watch, but things she likes to do, and she loves art. But one of the reasons, well, the main reason why I didn't do any of that is because what was more important to me for her second birthday party is the location. And I picked a park that is super kid-friendly. It's very popular, it's very clean, and they also had a splash pad. You guys know what a splash pad is? It's basically just where they have sprinklers, like jets of water shooting up from the ground, and kind of fountains, and the kids can run through it. Hannah loves this place. And I knew that the party was going to be fairly small. Friends, family, under 20 people, and I just thought it's more important to me that Hannah has a lot of fun. So let's just do it at the park. Everyone can have some fresh air. There will be other kids there. They'll kind of like, you know, play around. And so that's what we did. So we wanted everything to be at the park, and I figured if she's going to be busy playing on the playground equipment and in the splash pad, she's not going to have time to like sit and do an arts and crafts thing. So we'll hold off on that party for another year as well. But she still really does like Abby Cadabby. Oh, I didn't grab it. It's upstairs. Anyways, so I literally threw Hannah's birthday party together in 2 days because we had family coming. Chris's sister came with her boyfriend and his 3-year-old, and I didn't want to spend a lot of time cooking. So I kept the food really minimal, basically just kind of like a picnic in the park. And we kept the party even smaller because Chris's company had their company party on a Friday and Saturday. So half the crew went on Friday and the other half went on Saturday. And if you went to the Friday party, you had to work on Saturday, which is of course what happened to us. So Chris was working all day on Saturday, and we wanted to have the party while family was here. So we just decided to have her birthday party on her actual birthday, Wednesday night. We had dinner at the park, and it worked really well. So that was another kind of limiting factor. Some people couldn't attend because of work schedules and stuff like that. But what mattered most is Grandma and Grandpa were there, Aunt Katie was there, Aunt B was there, Jessica and Ethan were there. She just had a really good time, and so that's kind of all that mattered to me. So I knew it was going to be small and I wasn't putting a lot of effort into it. Sorry, Hannah. So anyways, a couple days before her birthday, I went out shopping and I went to Nordstrom Rack, the same place where I found this dress. And thank goodness I found this outfit, which I just pulled from the washer, so if it looks a little weird, that's why. It needs to go in the dryer. This is from Iris and Ivy, and it's just a super cute, like, kind of looks like a boutique. It has like rosettes. A boutique outfit. It had the fabulous teal, pink, the green, and it also popped out some red, which is nice. And it came with teal leggings. So it was a great, comfortable, fun outfit that she could run around in the playground, because I didn't want her in a dress. She's going to be going down slides and stuff like that. So this was a great 2-piece outfit. It looked really, really cute. It was super affordable. It was definitely less than $15 for the 2 pieces. And I was actually able to find a swimsuit that matched, a skirt that matched. I paired it with a pink tank top that she already had. That's what she wore during the cake cutting. And I also had another outfit for her to like go home in, or as a backup, just in case, because we are dealing with water at a splash pad and playground, and so I wanted to make sure she had plenty of clothes. It was kind of crazy with the costume changes. It was like a Katy Perry concert, but the main outfit that she wore was this, and I loved it. So because the colors were so similar to her first birthday, obviously my taste in colors has not changed in the past year, which is kind of sad. I was able to reuse the banner that I made, which was great, because I spent a lot of time and energy and love in that banner, so I love that I got to use it again. And then I just pulled out more of the colors with balloons and stuff like that, and we didn't really have necessarily like a character theme. It was, again, just a color theme. Lots of pinks, teals, and greens, and really not any other colors. So that's what we did for Hannah's second birthday party. One thing, I did actually have a character. Hannah loves Abby Cadabby, right? She just loves her. And I couldn't find any Abby Cadabby stuff for some reason. I could find tons of Elmo, but I couldn't find a lot of Abby. And then I found this super cute little Abby figurine. I put it on Hannah's smash cake. She was in love. That's kind of the only time that she was really sitting still, was during the cake portion of the party. The rest of the time she was running crazy, so I don't think she even really noticed that Abby wasn't anywhere else at her party except for on her cake. And she was really happy to see her, and everyone was happy. It was a more adult-themed party. I mean, there was a lot more adults than kids, so I didn't feel the need to like have characters and kid stuff everywhere. Just kept it really nice, crisp, clean, roses on the table, nice tablecloth, pictures of Hannah everywhere, and it was just a nice party. So anyways, I think the main thing you have to do is find your inspiration, figure out the size of the party location if you're going to have it in your home or if you're going to have it somewhere else, and kind of how that limits you, and then really think about your budget, first of all, definitely your budget, and how old your kid is, what they're going to notice, and if you want to splurge on something, like getting them like Dora balloons or whatever, like, spend your money on a place that's photograph worthy. Not necessarily like the plates, kind of who cares about the plates, but balloons are a great place, tablecloths are a great place to spend your money, maybe on the invite so that everyone kind of knows what theme you're leaning towards. I would be very selective if you're on a budget and you can't afford to just buy every single thing Dora or Mickey or who else is there inspired. Yeah, so if you have any ideas about selecting a theme, put them down below, and worst comes to worst, do what I did and send out an SOS on Facebook and say, please, for the love of goodness, help me figure out a theme for my kid's birthday because I'm drawing a blank. And hopefully you will get as many fabulous suggestions as I did. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much for helping me out, those of you that are on my Facebook. And in the blog, I'm going to include some links that I perused / pilfered / spent way too much time obsessing over trying to find a theme before I was just like, forget it, we're just gonna keep it easy, color, done. There's lots of great party planning, and also there's always Pinterest. If you throw in like second birthday party, girl birthday party, whatever, you always get tons of great ideas. So hopefully that helps kind of, if by taking you through my thought process, that'll help you out. Or not. Anyways, tomorrow we're going to be talking about decor, which is super exciting. I kind of started talking about it a little bit today, but I'm going to get more into it tomorrow. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.